So, I thought I'd show this, which is my latest build, which is Banjola. Now, Banjola, for those who don't know, is it's a cross between a banjo and mandola. So it's the neck and scale set up with the fifth peg of a banjo, but with a acoustic wooden body, usually in the shape of a sort of mandola mandolin type. So I'll just go through it and explain what I made. Basically, it's got a solid mahogany top, which is this very nice, very old mahogany, and it might be Cuban, I'm not quite sure, but it's got a wonderful grain. And in fact, it was that old that I was slightly afraid to hand plane it down that is. So from about 4.5 millimeters, I actually sanded it down by hand to 2 millimeters, which was a bit of a chore, but I think it was worth it in the end. The sides are cherry, which is a very nice wood to work with. It's easy to bend and easy to thickness, easy to sand. So I chose that. And the back is ash. And the reason I didn't do the back in cherry wood, well, I didn't have enough mahogany, so that was out of the question, but I wanted to keep it as one piece, and the only piece I had that was wide enough was a piece of ash. So that's what went onto there. The neck is a cherry neck. You can see the scarf joint there. And it's got a cherry fretboard, which is a spalted cherry fretboard, so you can see the patterning there. And as usual, I've put a 0 fret on, and it's got the oak nut. I wanted to keep the headstock size and weight to minimum, so I minimized it. So it's a slotted headstock with these old guitar tuners, which are really good old guitar tuners, but they have a lovely patina to them. So worn. Unfortunately, there was enough mahogany left to make a faceplate for the headstock. It's sort of a wedge shape there. And as you can see, there's no position markers. They're actually running down the side, because I really didn't want to spoil this beautiful spalted cherry wood. And the tailpiece is a mandolin tailpiece, which works really well. Obviously on the mandolin there's 8 loops, so I've just skipped a few. And the bridge there, which is a piece of cherry with some mahogany on top of it there. Made quite a small sound hole as well, going down there. So a few things I'm going to probably adjust. I think I'm going to replace this. It works fine, but it doesn't quite suit the look. It should probably be black or a slightly nicer one, just to sort of go with the general feel of it. And I have to lower the strings a little bit. They're a bit high there. That's one of the things I haven't quite got the hang of yet, is sort of measuring the height of the bridge before I put the strings on. So, but before that I'm going to get a set of maybe slightly thicker strings. This is regular banjo, light banjo strings. And just maybe go up a gauge or two, just to give a little more fullness to the sound. And yeah, that's probably about the job. I'm going to replace these 2 little screws with some sort of chromed, domed, just to give, just cosmetic stuff really. But it's turned out really nice sound wise. I'm hoping the mahogany is going to open up over time and give a little warmth and sustain to the sound as well, but it's fairly loud thing, considering the size of the body is quite small. I have it in double C tuning at the moment. I felt it really suited it. It gives it this sort of barred lute-like quality, if you want. Obviously, with having quite a small body, I was concerned about the balance of the instrument, so that's obviously why I made the headstock the way it is. Of course, because I like the design as well, but I also put a heavy end block in here, which was a beech, which is not quite traditional, but it's a heavy wood, and so it wouldn't impact the sound too much. It's actually not, it's just about 10 millimeters of it that is touching the top, and then I've made it a wedge shape going down, so it's just to give some mass. And it worked out really well, because the balance point is actually around the 13th fret. There you go. Which means it's very nice and comfortable to sit and play. And unlike, you can of course strum it like a guitar, you know. It's not quite what it was designed for. It really is nice to finger pick. And I find you're doing a sort of combination of finger picking and sort of flamenco strum, which is sort of, it comes automatically. It seems to want you to do that. So all in all, I'm really pleased with this one. A few minor adjustments, but they're not really affecting. And as usual, I put a screw there. There's a little hole I filled because for some reason I put it too far away, which meant it was moving over the fret, but now it works just fine. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.